while we just heard about a physically assisted digital lending workflow, our next two presentations will showcase two purely digital lending workflows. So we'll be having demonstrations by two teams that have worked on these projects. And for the first project, I would like to invite our speakers, if they're ready, who are HDFC Bank as a financial institution driving the presentation in partnership with Perfios and their Anumati account aggregator. So may I please request the speakers to come on stage and begin the demonstration. Can we please have a round of applause for our speakers? Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we are here to present you one of the loan journeys, which is on car loans. We have built a journey using account aggregator. And while the earlier use case has shown you a small microfinancing kind of facilities being given using account aggregator, here we have tried to build a 4-year or a 5-year tenor kind of a product which is has a ATS of around 10 lakhs and above. So the capability of this platform is to lend a loan up to 25 lakh rupees, purely designed based on the algorithms and leveraging on the power of account aggregator. So, no, this one. Yeah, so the way we are showcasing you the way we envision how do we leverage on account aggregator. We will showcase you one of the journey. While we showcase you Xpress car loan journey, we will just give you a comparison, a glimpse that how the world was before we developed a digital lending journey, and how the world was before we integrated with account aggregator, and how the world is now when we have account aggregator and we have a state-of-the-art UI UX, which is very, very simple for a consumer. So, yeah, so you can see that the physical journey, the turnaround time earlier was used to be 3 to 4 days TAT, because there were physical touch points like a contact point verification of a consumer, and then assessment of a credit proposal which had physical bank statements in PDFs or in paper and all that, and then physical fraud checks. Everything was a physical touch point, and the entire process was used to take some 3 to 4 days. We converted the 3 to 4 days process into just 30 minutes for a new to bank customer also, who has to go through a KYC process as well. So if it is an existing to bank customer who is a KYC compliant with HDFC Bank, even this journey is less than 10 minutes because you don't have a KYC process in between. If you see in the Xpress car loan journey, which states 30 to 40 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes are taken by eKYC and a video KYC thing. So in a microfinancing, for a limited KYC account, you can do a lending up to 60,000 rupees in a year. But if you have to do it on a large ticket size like a 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs, it requires a full KYC. We leveraged on video KYC arrangement to comply with the KYC guidelines of RBI and make it a complete full end-to-end digital journeys. So the key pillars of this journey is it is a completely paperless. It is the KYC is based on eKYC, OTP-based eKYC and video KYC. Digital application. One of the core component of the program is account aggregator, which helps us to get the financial information of a customer, and Perfios on top of it help us to analyze the financial information on a fly, and then we extend the offer to a consumer, which he can consume by setting up an electronic mandate and an e-agreement, and then the disbursement happens straight into the dealership account, because in case of a car loan, the end consumer of money is a dealership. So we'll take you through, so this was our life when we didn't had account aggregator. We had only two options: either request a consumer to submit his bank statement through a net banking login or through a e-PDF upload. But with introduction of account aggregator, we could change consumer's life also by simply giving a mobile and a OTP, which was a very simple process for a consumer to do. So today, we get some 12,000 customers to complete account aggregator on this platform every month. 75% of the consumer choose account aggregator as a convenient option over net banking or e-PDF when it comes to submission of a bank statement onto this platform. 85% of the approvals which happens on these platforms happen for the customers who have given account statement through account aggregator. And in a 1-year period, Xpress Car Loan has started contributing to 24% of our total car loan portfolio, month on month. So we can switch to the demo. So the product is very simple. We had tried to keep it very, very simple, very less data point for a consumer to enter. It starts with just simply entering a mobile number and a date of birth, and then entering a, we can continue. Yeah, so consumer enter mobile number, date of birth, and then enters his PAN number, gives us residence details and employment details, and we straight away hit our credit engines. So this platform has a capability to extend a loan up to 15 lakh rupees without even asking for a bank statement from a consumer, purely based upon the bureau history. So yeah, here once consumer complete his employment detail, from this point we straight away hit our credit engines, and here consumer gets an offer. In case customer want a higher offer, because this platform can extend up to 25 lakh rupees, he can submit his bank statement, and that is where account aggregator journey starts. So we have kept it very simple based on the data, based upon the banks we get request from the consumers. We have already filtered out few of the banks on the top for ease of convenience to the consumer. Here in this case, let's say consumer want to submit a bank statement for ICICI Bank. He will just choose ICICI Bank's, say continue. We will show him as a recommended option is a account aggregator option. He just has to quickly select the option and run pass through a OTP. Here, the preferred account aggregator selected is Anumati because of obvious performance reasons. So Anumati has helped us to stitch the UI in such a way where consumer doesn't have to hop onto multiple screens. Here, Anumati has created an avenue for us where if a consumer is a first-time consumer for account aggregator or he want to log in, it is just a single step to submit an OTP. It is a registration come login kind of arrangement which Anumati has stitched for us. So it is very quick, convenient. Everything is very clear to the consumer that for what period bank statement is required, what is the retention period, what is the type of consent we are taking. They just need to select the account. We can scroll down. And then say add and give us a permission to fetch the bank statement. So once customers give us a bank statement, it quickly hit back into our credit engine, and his credit evaluation is re-evaluated. What happened? I'm sorry, there is some internet issue here. So it quickly re-evaluates the proposal and gives us a new offer to the consumer. After that, consumer just have to select the dealer and the car. And then he has to set up the EMI mandate, and he has to accept terms and conditions for the digital contract, and his loan is disbursed then and there only to the dealership account. That is the way how simple we have kept this journey. This is short and sweet, less than 10 minutes. If KYCs are not required. If KYC are required, it adds up another 20 minutes, which is a agent interaction with the customer, and then a maker, checker, approver, and once KYC is approved, then he can proceed for disbursement. That is how this journey is. I think we can switch back to presentation. Yeah. So these are the inherent benefits we could get from account aggregator. So it could help us save on to the processing cost to the tune of around 9.75 CR in a year. And it could also help us to position a product which is a less than 30-minute disbursement product for a consumer, which does not require any documentation. Also, it helps us to ensure that it is a zero fraud environment because data is fetched from the source. There is no intervention in between. And hence, there are almost negligible frauds. And even access to credit for a consumer is cheaper because the entire process is digital. There is no intermediary in between, and customer can get it on a cheaper pricing. So using this application, we are already disbursing in excess of 13,000 applications a month, car loan applications a month. Here we have invited one of our consumer from Andheri itself to help us share his experience. If I may request Mr. Hriday Gaikwad to come on stage and share his experience for 2 minutes.
Hello, good afternoon.
So Mr. Hriday bought a Maruti Ertiga last month from us for a loan amount of 11 lakh rupees on this platform. So sir, I would like to request you to share your experience, maybe in Hindi or English, whatever is comfortable to you. What were your expectations when you were applying the loan, that how soon you will get the loan? And what were your experience when you actually took the loan on this platform?
Actually, जब मैं लोन के लिए मतलब जस्ट कार बुक किया था, मैंने 1 ईयर पहले बुक किया था, तो फिर मुझे पता नहीं था कि डाउन पेमेंट कितना करना है, क्या करना है, सब चीज़ें, और ये प्रोसेस कैसे होने वाला है. तो जब मतलब डिलीवरी का टाइम आया कार का, तो उन्होंने कहा कि सो एंड सो अमाउंट आपको डाउन पेमेंट करना है. तो फिर मुझे टेंशन था कि लोन अमाउंट कितना होगा, कैसे होगा, फिर उसके ऊपर मुझे डाउन पेमेंट वगैरह करना है. और मेरे पास हार्डली 2.5 या 3 लाख रुपये समथिंग था डाउन पेमेंट के लिए. तो मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा था थोड़ा ज़्यादा लोन हो जाए. तो उसके पहले मैंने एक्चुअली दूसरे बैंक के लिए ट्राई किया था, SBI वगैरह. तो वहाँ से थोड़ा दिक्कत आ रही थी, मतलब ये लाओ, ये प्रोसेस करो, आप ये डॉक्यूमेंटेशन दो, ऐसा दो, ये सब चीज़ें करने के लिए हुआ. तो वो तो कुछ ज़्यादा मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा, क्योंकि उन्होंने जो आंसर दिया SBI वाले ने. फिर उसके बाद HDFC से जैसे मेरा हुआ कॉन्टैक्ट्स वगैरह, तो उन्होंने प्रॉपर, मतलब ये जस्ट ज़्यादा 20 मिनट का ही प्रोसेस था, और विदिन 20 मिनट्स मतलब एक क्या बोलते हैं वो डिसबर्स अमाउंट, मतलब जितना क्या बोलते हैं
लोन अमाउंट,
हाँ सॉरी, लोन अमाउंट वो रिफ्लेक्ट हो गया. मतलब मैं एक्सपेक्ट ही कर रहा था 11 lakhs के आसपास एटलीस्ट आ जाए कुछ. तो मतलब SBI से मुझे 8 लाख के आसपास मिल रहा था लोन, और इससे मुझे डायरेक्टली 11 lakhs के आसपास लोन मिल गया. तो बहुत इजी प्रोसेस था एक्चुअली, और बहुत स्मूथली था. एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था मैंने एक्चुअली. ना डॉक्यूमेंटेशंस की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत पड़ी इसमें, ना कुछ नहीं.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for sharing your experience. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. So our demonstration is back. We can continue with the demonstration for 5 minutes. Yeah, here, once the bank statement is fetched through Account Aggregator, it is re-evaluated, and now you can see the offer has been increased. And the next steps are to select dealer and car details. So here, consumers select the make, model, variant of the car, and an ex-showroom price is also shown to the consumer. And then he has to enter the road tax, insurance details, etc. Once he finishes that, he has to do OTP-based Aadhaar eKYC, which is a necessary step to conduct a video KYC. Once he finishes eKYC, then he is taken to video KYC on a call with agent, which is a 20 to 30-minute process. Thereafter, he has to accept sanction letter, terms and conditions, and set up the EMI mandate. Here, consumer is just simply setting up the EMI mandate by entering IFSC detail, MICR detail, etc. Once he finishes that, then the loan has been disbursed into dealership account, and a consumer can download his sanction letter, his e-disbursement voucher, and a digital application form, which he can produce at a dealership counter to avail the delivery of the car. And that is how simple this journey it is. That's all from our side. Thank you. So anything, so you want to share your thoughts?
Hello everyone, good afternoon.
Yeah, Anumati.
Yeah. So HDFC has used Anumati account aggregator for this journey. One of the account aggregators. The flow that we have implemented here is, very simple. We have kept it very simple to ensure that there is no confusion to the user as to what they're doing. The screens are designed with the intention that the user gets to know upfront what is that they're approving, right? The consent details are displayed right on the top of the page, so that customer has a clear view of what they're approving, and an easy step of selecting the banks and then selecting the accounts, entering the OTP, and just two-step journey that completes within a few like less than 2 or 3 minutes, and then the customer is back onto the bank pages where they continue their journey of the loan application. So it's pretty much simple and straightforward.
Probably you can open up the forum for any Q&A. So it looks like very simple journey. 20 minutes to 30 minutes to get a car loan, when we are waiting about 30 minutes to get a pizza delivery, right? So this entire process, somebody can do it on a mobile phone, at his own convenience, at a dealership floor, and so on and so forth. How could we make this happen? And especially with integration with account aggregator, where we are able to get user consent, get about 6 to 9 month statement as required, get the validations done, and the loan dispersal happening. All of the steps included in about 30 minutes time. Sure, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello? One question regarding to the video KYC. The video KYC platform you have deployed on the on-prem solution or on the cloud?
We have both the options. There is an integration for both on-premise as well as on-cloud. But from the customer standpoint, it doesn't make a difference. He gets an option to initiate the process, do the video KYC, submit his forms, show his PAN, Aadhaar card, also record a video, and then get
video
the
KYC is a real hustle, because most of the time it struck and the video KYC doesn't happen. So how you have tackled this problem for the customers who have the low bandwidth and all these things?
So in this particular case, we have two options. People who have a high bandwidth, they can immediately initiate a video call, register. There is an agent who calls back, and the conversation can happen. For people who are in a low bandwidth, they can actually book for a time period. And then within that time period, they get a call back, the process happens. The process can also be a broken step. They can complete 2 steps, then they stop, they can come back and continue the remaining steps. Say, for example, first they have to give their photo. They need to demonstrate that they are actually a person in live in the video call, so that there is a movement and that is captured. There is a standard set of questions that is asked that the user has answered, which the agent actually reviews it. There is a 2-step process. There is a reviewer, and then there is a approver. So an agent actually captures the information, the reviewer actually reviews the answers, and then approves it. In this process, the user is actually required to show his PAN card, his photo, his signature, and then the process completes. The duration can span from anything from 10 minutes to about 30 minutes. As you can see, in the entire duration of 30 minutes on the platform, close to 20 minutes is spent on the video KYC. As you understand, that is one of the challenges, but in spite of that, we are within this additional broken journey that we have, where the user can do it in multiple steps, that enables us to get the overall journey in about 30 minutes time. While the video KYC is happening, we also let the user do other things in parallel. You are not stuck with that one step alone. So while your video KYC has been initiated and you are doing that process, you can also complete your rest of the processing within the platform, so that you are ready to complete the journey with the e-mandate and the disbursement.
And just one more data point, with 5G coming up, we have to take a leap of faith. And also currently on our platform, video KYC success rate is in excess of 95%. So we don't see that kind of a challenge here where consumers are complaining about low bandwidth and all those kind of issues. Even we have disbursed a lot of loans in tier 3, tier 4 towns as well.
As part of this video KYC, we do capture the GPS information, in sense which is the location that the user is actually conducting this video KYC from. We capture their IP address as well when they are getting onto the call. You can switch between mobile as well as the desktop. The beauty of this platform is you can start the journey on a desktop, you can complete the journey on the mobile. You can start a journey on the mobile, you can complete the journey on the desktop. You can switch between the platforms, but the journey still continues from where you left. Hope that answered your question. Any other questions?
Yeah, one more.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So any particular reason why you are capturing the asset details after the account aggregator journey?
Can you repeat the question, please?
I got it. So the thought is that when a consumer comes onto internet, when he is interacting with the internet, he wants answers very, very quickly. He has come to know what kind of loan I will get. No matter what car I want to buy and from where I want to buy. So that is the reason we have like flipped the journey, that to answer the critical question to the consumer first, that what is the loan we can extend, and then you can continue doing the rest of the form work.
So how are you handling the question that a user might have that I have a higher...
Sorry, you are not audible clearly.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yeah, better.
So how are you handling the question from the user that I have a higher approval for the loan, my price of the car is less, so why should I not pay the lower upfront down payment?
So see, it acts as a upsell tool also for us. Let's say a consumer get to know that he is eligible for 25 lakh rupees, whereas he was looking for a car of 15 lakh rupees, then he might change his mind to buy a higher variant, higher model, and that so on and so forth. And it happens with us.
So let's say I stick to the 15 lakh car, then what is the answer?
So it will calibrate, because when you extend a car loan to the consumer, there are two things which works. One is what is the financial eligibility of the consumer, and second is what is the loan to value as a bank we will extend to the consumer. But to your delight, we extend up to 100% 7-year on-road financing onto this platform.
For the new cars, I suppose.
Yeah.
So
I think our time is up.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
Folks, there you have it. We've been speaking about the account aggregator as an idea for 6 or 7 years. But what talks like these are showing us is that the sea change that we've been expecting for a long time is finally upon us. And that means great news for regulators, financial service firms like lenders, fintechs, and most importantly, consumers, which is why we appreciate so much that the team bringing up real consumers to talk to us and share insights about their journey. So as a token of our thanks, we'd like to felicitate our speakers and give them each a gift. Can we please have a round of applause once again for our speakers from HDFC, Anumati, and Perfios?